Liv Morgan is the reigning Women's World Champion on WWE Raw. However, she could lose her title to a returning veteran during the Red Brand's premiere on Netflix on January 6, 2025. Becky Lynch's potential comeback is getting a lot of buzz after she showed up at the WWE and Netflix media event on December 3. The 22-year veteran, who started her career in 2002, hasn't been in the ring since the May 27 episode of Raw. In that match, she went up against the Miracle Kid inside a steel cage, but lost thanks to Dominic Mysterio's interference. After that match, Lynch completely vanished from WWE. The timing also coincided with her contract reportedly ending in June, leading fans to speculate about a possible permanent retirement. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan boldly declared that she had retired Becky Lynch several times. But Lynch's recent appearance at the Vulture Festival has sparked new hope for her fans. During the panel discussion, the men mentioned that she wouldn't go down with a cage slammed over her head, which many took as a hint of her returning to the Stamford-based promotion. If Lynch does come back, the timing and platform could not be more significant. The January 6 episode of Raw, which is the show's Netflix premiere, would be the perfect spot for her return. She could immediately challenge Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship, potentially dethroning her to capture her 8th world title in the Stamford-based promotion. It remains to be seen if the Irish superstar will come back and claim the championship gold from Morgan. Although this angle is just speculation, and there has been no official statement, but her recent interviews and appearances at events suggest it could happen. If she does return to WWE, it would be a huge deal for her fans and the company. Becky Lynch showed up at the WWE and Netflix media event to hype up the Red Brand's transition to the global streaming service. A group photograph of her with several big-name stars went viral on social media. Liv Morgan responded to the photograph in a way that stirred up the rumors about a possible rematch. She took to X, former Twitter, and posted a modified version of the image, playfully hiding Lynch's face with a house emoji. Could Liv Morgan drop her Women's World title to a returning 22-year veteran on WWE Raw? Exploring the possibilities. Liv Morgan has solidified her place as a fan favorite in WWE, carving out a niche as the plucky underdog who defies the odds. Since capturing the Women's World title, she has demonstrated resilience, heart, and a connection with fans that's hard to replicate. But what if her reign came under threat from a returning 22-year veteran? This tantalizing prospect raises questions about WWE's booking strategies, the importance of legacy in storytelling, and the opportunities for a returning legend to elevate both themselves and live in the process. Let's delve into the dynamics of such a scenario. Liv Morgan's journey to becoming champion has been one of grit and determination. Her underdog status resonates deeply with the WWE universe, who have rallied behind her ever since her breakout singles push. Unlike champions who dominate their competition, Liv's appeal lies in her vulnerability and the sense that every match could be her last as champion. This narrative has allowed her to tell compelling in-ring stories, often featuring gutsy comebacks and hard-fought victories. However, WWE loves to keep fans guessing. Liv's reign, while popular, could be viewed as a stepping stone for a larger storied arc, one that might involve a veteran stepping in to teach the young champion a lesson in toughness and experience. The idea of a 22-year veteran returning to challenge Liv Morgan is rife with possibilities. Such a competitor would bring instant credibility to the title scene, not just because of their experience, but also due to the aura of nostalgia and gravitas they carry. Wrestling fans love a good comeback story, and WWE has a rich history of using returning stars to shake up the current roster. This veteran could be someone like Mickie James, who has been a trailblazer in women's wrestling and already boasts a storied history in WWE. Alternatively, it could be someone like Melina, whose return would shock fans and inject fresh excitement into the division. Other potential names include Victoria, Beth Phoenix, or even someone unexpected from outside WWE, like Mercedes Mona, formerly Sasha Banks, though her return would likely carry a different dynamic. The clash between Liv Morgan and a returning veteran would create a fascinating narrative on multiple levels. This matchup would symbolize the timeless struggle between the old guard and the new generation. Liv embodies the modern WWE superstar, social media savvy, relatable, and scrappy. Meanwhile, a returning veteran would bring an aura of prestige, reminding fans of the era when women had to fight tooth and nail for the opportunities Liv now enjoys. Facing a veteran would elevate Liv's championship reign, regardless of the outcome. If Liv wins, she proves she can hang with the best of any era. If she loses, the veteran's victory can be used to further Liv's growth, potentially leading to a redemption storyline. WWE often leverages returning stars to boost ratings and interest in the product. A surprise appearance by a respected veteran could instantly grab headlines, especially if it involves dethroning a popular champion like Liv. Liv Morgan's in-ring style, which relies on speed, agility, and heart, would mesh beautifully with the veteran's more methodical and storytelling-driven approach. The contrast in styles could create a match that is both compelling and emotionally resonant. If WWE were to pull the trigger on this storyline, it would require careful booking to maximize the impact. Here's how it could play out. Liv Morgan could be riding high after a successful title defense against a formidable opponent on Raw. She celebrates in the ring, only to be interrupted by the veteran's iconic theme music. The crowd erupts in surprise as the returning legend steps out, microphone in hand. The veteran could cut a promo emphasizing their experience and how they paved the way for women like Liv. While initially respectful, the tone could turn condescending, with the veteran questioning Liv's ability to carry the division. Liv, never one to back down from a challenge, accepts the gauntlet, setting up a title match for a major event like Monday Night Raw or WrestleMania. The match itself would be a rollercoaster of emotions. Liv would take a beating early on, with the veteran exploiting her inexperience and targeting a specific body part to tell a classic wrestling story. However, Liv's resilience would shine through as she mounts a comeback, drawing energy from the crowd. The climax could feature a controversial finish. Perhaps the veteran uses underhanded tactics to secure the win. This would not only protect Liv, but also set up a rematch where Liv eventually triumphs. If the veteran wins, they could use their new status as champion to lord over the division, proclaiming themselves the rightful leader of the women's roster. This would allow Liv to chase the title once again, reigniting the underdog narrative that made her so beloved in the first place. Alternatively, if Liv retains, the veteran could show respect after the match, passing the torch and solidifying Liv's place as a true champion. While the storyline has potential, there are challenges to consider. First, the returning veteran's physical condition must be up to par. WWE fans have high expectations, and a lackluster in-ring performance could tarnish both the veteran's legacy and Liv's reign. Second, WWE must be cautious not to overshadow Liv. The focus should remain on her growth and journey rather than solely on the returning star. Finally, timing is crucial. WWE would need to align this storyline with broader plans for the women's division, ensuring it doesn't derail other promising feuds or storylines. Fans would likely greet this storyline with enthusiasm, provided it's executed well. The surprise element of a returning veteran would create buzz, while the prospect of Liv being tested against a seasoned competitor would generate intrigue. However, die-hard Liv Morgan fans might be apprehensive about her losing the title, especially if her reign feels too short-lived. The idea of Liv Morgan dropping her women's world title to a returning 22-year veteran on WWE Raw is both exciting and plausible. Such a storyline would bring together elements of nostalgia, legacy, and the ongoing evolution of women's wrestling. While there are risks involved, the potential rewards, both in terms of storytelling and fan engagement, make it a gamble worth considering. Ultimately, the success of this scenario would hinge on WWE's ability to strike the right balance between respecting the veteran's legacy and nurturing Liv Morgan's star power. If done correctly, it could be a defining moment not just for Liv, but for the women's division as a whole.